My name is Malebo Mohale. I'm from Lebheni Focal Point. Lebheni Focal Point originated from what my mom used to do in terms of empowering women. So it's a combination of my name and her name, and Focal Point being focal in terms of trying to help people find themselves in terms of their future, their purpose, and how we can empower them to better themselves. So the business started quite a while back, maybe 7 years ago, when I started working on it informally, trying to help people, assisting young women, assisting the youth in terms of career development, and also in terms of their general needs as a human being. So it had only got registered this year. And so in terms of like formalizing it and making sure that the work gets out there to the people, and we grow the business. I come from Limpopo, from a village called Dan Village, and I grew up there with less motivation, less role models. So I can say that I looked up to my mom a lot. She was an entrepreneur, fortunately, and I learned a lot from her. So I originate from there, and I actually studied industrial engineering, and I furthered my study in project management and also Lean Six Sigma. So I'm currently a practitioner, and I'm studying my master's because it's all about data and solving problems. So the problems can be from personal perspectives or business perspective or economic issues that we have to deal with. So I think a combination of my studies helps in terms of understanding the broader perspective in terms of what we need to address as a country. I studied in NMMU, so I got a graduate program straight after that to work at Toyota. So that's how I landed in KZN. So I've been here since 2010. So I'm officially a KZNarian, if I may say that. A lot of challenges, I must say, with COVID being the most that hit almost every business, shook us, challenged us mentally, physically, you name it. Some of the challenges has been stability. Trying to grow a business is not always easy, especially when you are a startup. So some of the challenges we're trying to balance in terms of like having capital to run with the day-to-day, and also just, staying afloat in terms of making profit. Sometimes you make a loss and you just keep on going until you get to a point where you're like, I have to do this, whether I like it or not. The vision is out, and you just have to keep on going. And I think those were some of the challenges that I can say really shook me and the business to stay focused and to find that focal point once again in terms of like persevering and striving on. Future goals. Okay. So it's to grow the business, to grow Focal Point, helping more people find their purpose, because I believe that if you understand what your purpose is, it is easier to wake up in the morning. So often we find people choosing wrong careers. How can we improve that? How can we assist, especially the young, the youth and the other women, to actually redefine what they want to achieve in life? So that is my or the business main objective, to actually help people find that awakening of what is their purpose, and also to grow the business in terms of like having a training center, having an area where people can actually come and find solace and be able to talk about their problems, using the networks, psychological, can be medical, can be anything, whatever that people need in terms of their development and also their primary needs, they can be able to come to us and find that assistance. To young women out there looking up to me, I'd say that have confidence. If you have confidence, you are able to face anything. It does not matter if you make mistakes along the way. You have to believe in yourself and find that thing that ticks for you, and work on that, because when you do something that you are passionate about, you will excel, you will succeed, because it drives you from your inner self. So I would say learn to save early, find what really takes for you, and work on it until you see it taking shape. How I foster a culture of empowerment starts with me when I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I wake up very tired, but then every time I remember how things were difficult for me at certain points in life where I was at crossroads and not knowing where to go, what information to look for. You get to a point where you don't even know what is it that you need to actually move forward. So fostering that culture of empowering people, I think, starts with you believing in yourself, and also to make sure that you live a trait. When I say you live a trait, it means that you document the stuff that you're doing, and you make sure that you talk, you are vocal, and you share the knowledge. You find a reason to express your views at awkward times. So that is how we can actually break certain barriers, because it is through engagement where you realize that, oh, my view might be wrong, there is another way of doing things. So by doing that, it means that we can actually change on how we see things, and you get to understand what other people are thinking and what their challenges are. And the more you collaborate, the more you engage, then there's more possibilities for effective solutions. I run sometimes. I enjoy going to the beach. Water helps me recoup. I love the sound of waves and stepping on sand. Also exercise, and I write. I'm writing a book currently on grief. So the book is called Grief Unfiltered. So currently I'm spending a lot of time on that, because I'm planning to launch the book this year. It's Grief Unfiltered. It's basically my experience on the loss of my mother. I developed a lot of confidence from watching her do things. She was a community leader. She also was an employer. She also helped a lot of women to start up their own businesses. She established stockpiles, which help people to actually build something for themselves and invest. So in terms of financial empowerment, she was in that business. And also just in general, she took a lot of kids to school. She built a few people houses. So I have really learned a lot from her. And now that she's gone, I'm actually trying to, relive some of the moments where she was advising me on how to do certain things. And at the time she was still here, sometimes it didn't make sense. But now I'm finding more sense in it as I am growing into the woman that I am. So I find myself doing a lot of things that she was doing as well. Being part of the KZN Top Business Woman, for me, it is more of, that boost, that confidence booster again, like if I may put it that way. Not just because it's personal, but then also because it's looking at the broader picture, empowering women, basically recognizing women who are doing something about, making a difference. And also in terms of the economic empowerment, women struggle a lot in the boardrooms, in their communities with confidence. So I think this initiative is great in the sense that we are able as leaders to go back and, have that courage to continue inspiring, continue working hard, and also just finding our place, in the corporate world, also in the communities, and participating in things that can influence change, growth, and culture shift, because I think we are doing well, but then the pace is not so great in terms of like how we are shifting in terms of gender mainstreaming. So I think that is important. This helps with that. So for me, it means a lot because I'm currently in that process, and I recently won the gender mainstreaming awards. So it's more of relevance for me to be part of this.